In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front lower control arms on this Nissan Juke. These are going to be located behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the wheel. Use a 21mm socket. Take the lug nuts off. This one has a wheel lock. Take that off. And take the wheel off. We're going to take this lower ball joint, bolt and nut out. I'm going to use a 14mm wrench on the bolt, 14mm socket on the nut. Take that out. And the bolt's stuck. There we go. It's loose now. Just give this a tap. Just use a hammer. Be careful, you don't want to mess up the threads. I'm just going to use a wrench in between here. Just pry it out while I loosen it up. I can walk the bolts right out. There's the bolt. I'm just going to use a pry bar. Just try to spread this out apart a little bit. Just tap on the control arm. Just going to use a chisel to spread this a little more. And we'll pull down on that ball joint. There we go, it's coming out now. And just pry down. There we go. It's out. You can tap the chisel out of the way. I'll just use a hammer. There we go. Now we're going to take these lower bolts out. I'm going to use a 21mm socket on the bolt, 21mm wrench on the nut. Take that out. And the other one, we're using the 18mm wrench and the 18mm socket. Take the nut off. There's the bolt. Grab the arm. And I'll just pull it out. You can use a pry bar if you need to. And pry the arm up. Take the new control arm, slide that in position. Let's get that lined up, get the holes lined up. Just use a rubber mallet, get it lined up in the right spot. Even a screwdriver, just pry it in position. Straight blade or Phillips will work. That's good. Get that lined up. That's all the way through. This back one, I just got to pry in place. Just move the knuckle out of the way if you need to. There we go. That's all the way up. Get the nut on top. And we'll tighten those down. Put the wrench on top. Snug that down. And an 18mm wrench. Snug that down. Now we're going to torque these bolts. This one I'm going to torque to 80 foot-pounds. That's good. And we'll torque this one to 75 foot-pounds. Good. Now pull the control arm down. Get the knuckle lined up. There we go. Now we'll put the bolt in. Get the nut started. Snug that down. And we'll torque this to 21 foot-pounds. That's good. Put the wheel on. Get that lined up. Put the lug nuts on. And snug those down. Now we're going to torque the wheel down to 80 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Just go around again, double check. If you have a wheel lock, make sure you take that off.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.